Hi there, Stan the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent, licensed in all 50 states and Puerto Rico, founder of CGO, contractual guarantees only. You own an annuity for what it will do, not what it might do, not the hypotheticals and theoreticals, never for growth. Today's topic is a disturbing one, but only I, Stan the Annuity Man, can address it factually, objectively, and contractually. It's what are the best fixed index annuity rates? What a loaded question. It really is, because most agents and advisors, they couldn't explain an index annuity to you, the details of it, to save their life. But I can. So we're going to go through it after this. So first of all, let's talk about fixed index annuities, the go-go product right now. I went to this steak dinner seminar. Dude, I got some flat mignon. It was good, son. Medium rare. This good old boy said, hey man, market upside with no downside. You got principal protection, you're playing the market. Why wouldn't I do that in the volatility, son? Because it doesn't work. Fixed index annuities are put on the planet in 1995 to compete with CD returns, to compete with CD returns, to compete with CD returns. That's not what you hear. You hear, well, look right here, if you'd owned it 10 years ago, projected, 10 years from now, this is what it could do. This is what it might do. This is what it should do. All of that is crapola poo-poo, all right? You own an annuity for what it will do. So the rates, R-A-T-E-S question, what's the best fixed index annuity rate, son? Well, indexed annuities have three levers that they play with to limit your return: caps, spreads, and participation rates. If you want to go down the rabbit hole with that, I've done numerous videos. Go to my YouTube site, stantheannuityman.com. And my editors will show you how to do that on the screen, and then go to the search bar, type in fixed index annuities, and you'll just go down the rabbit hole of facts. I've done these before. But since you ask about fixed index annuity rates, somebody's whispering in your ear that this is the best thing since sliced bread, and it's not. But it's pitched that way. The stair step, you've seen that chart, stair stepping it. There's nothing guaranteed from a return standpoint with index annuities except the principal protection part, which is fine because it's a CD product. But if you said, hey, I'd like a good return, Stan, contractually, and principal protection, well, that's a MIGA, multi-year guarantee annuity. That's the annuity industry version of a CD. I call them annuity bonds. But it's not an indexed annuity. The only reason an agent or advisor would try to convince you to do something other than a MIGA for principal protection is the commission. Highest commission product out there. Doesn't make them bad, just all commissions are built in. But that's the agenda. When it comes to rates, upfront bonuses mean nothing. It's candy for the stupid. It's not real money. There's 100 pennies in the dollar. Someone giving away a 30% upfront bonus index annuity company doesn't mean that magically they found 30 more cents in the dollar. It's 130 cents. It's just part of the overall contractual guarantee. Rates come down to caps and spreads and participation rates on an option. Options can be 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year in length. Some of them longer. But most are 1 year. Point to point, lock-in contract anniversary date. You're an annuity unit for the other 364. Lock it in on 365. You're slave to the day, hope that's a good day for you. If you get 2 to 4% every year average, good for you. It's worked. How do we use them? We only use index annuities as a delivery system for income riders if you answer the two questions that we always ask. What do you want the money to contractually do? When do you want those contractual guarantees to start? And if you want income down the road, income's your first answer, and down the road, second answer, 6 years, whatever, 5 years, 4 years. We're quoting income riders, but they have to ride on top of a policy, and that's an index annuity. We do not look over here. Contractual guarantees only, nothing happening here. You never buy an annuity for growth. I love veiled sales pitches that agents will give. Well, the reason we're buying this is the growth from the index side is going to offset the income. That's so much crap. I don't even know what to do with it. And I don't know if they're George Costanza from Seinfeld that said, if you believe it's the truth, then it's not a lie. That's what they're doing. Somehow they've convinced themselves, yeah, that's the way it's going to work, and it's never worked. What's the best rates for a fixed indexed annuity? Here's the interesting part. For most indexed annuities, it's a year-to-year contract. So when you go into the first year of the policy, and typically it's a 7 to 10 year surrender charge, typically. When you go into the first year, you know what that cap, spread, participation rate, whatever is. The majority, vast majority, the annuity company can change the rules on how those gains are calculated, wait for it, at their discretion. So in essence, you're buying a 1-year guarantee. You know what it's going to be. You don't know if it's going to happen, but at least you know what the potential is in contract. The other 9 years, you're at their discretion. Who signs off on that? I mean, who thinks that's right? That's the reason we use index annuities to deliver the contractual guarantees of an income rider. If we could just buy the income rider alone, we would, but income riders ride on top of a policy. What's the best rates? I guess you could go out there and find out what the best first-year rates are. But if you are delusional enough to think that you're replacing your market returns with index annuities, did you see that burp? I burped. That was cool. It was almost throwing up because I start like mouth watering when I start talking about this because it drives me crazy how many people are putting their money there hoping that it's going to work like the boy said, like the gal said. Whew. I got a call the other day, lady, 80 years old, from South Florida, female agent, put her in 80% of her money into indexed annuities. What? What is that? I've said this flippantly before, and I mean it. If Bernie Madoff was back, if he was here again, he would consider selling products that have all this potential that never happens, but principal's protected. Because you can't sue him. It didn't work like you said it did, Bernie. And Bernie's going to say, sue me. It shouldn't be that way. It's a good product if explained for the CD returns as you're going to get. But you should also be shown from a fiduciary standpoint, MIGAs. Most agents out there, the vast majority of their business are indexed annuities because it's the highest built-in commission on the planet. Do me a favor, if you really want to dig deep with indexed annuities and talk to one of the 5 people on the planet that actually understand them, I don't know the other 4. I'm one of the 5. Then send me an email, stan@theannuityman.com. Schedule a call. And if it goes to one of my team, say, I want to talk to Stan. I want to talk to him about indexed annuities. They'll set it up. We'll get down and dirty with facts, man. But don't sit out there and go, well, the rates on this thing look pretty good. And I'm going, how about for years 2 through 9? How about that? How about that one? I mean, you need to understand it. Download my book. Read the book. Watch the videos. Schedule a call with me. But stop trying to buy growth with annuities. Annuities are for contractual guarantees. Do me one last thing. Above me, spinning clock, is a video I did on inflation, how annuities address inflation. And guess which ones do not? Indexed annuities. I love the sales pitches out there. Well, when the index increases, you know, the income increases. Come on, man. It's garbage. There's one company out there that pushes that, and that's just full of crap. They know it. I talked to an executive that used to work for them, not going to mention names. He left and went to another company. I asked him, he goes, yeah, that's a bunch of crap. Of course it is. If it sounds too good to be true, it is every single time. Keep watching these videos. I put one out every single day, 7 days a week. I'm not kidding. And they're all original. I try to educate, edutain, and we want you as a client if it works out. My name is Stan, the Annuity Man. See you next time.